Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Monster Hunter Hunt. Wait, no, what am I saying? Monster Hunter Wilds, a game in which we hunt monster in the wild. And in this episode of Hunts Explained, I'm gonna go over Gravios, the parent of what was it, Barrios? I think Barrios. Okay, Gravios. What do you need to know? First off, it's not your weapon, it's not your damage. The whole fight is basically you have to keep cracking his armor until you do proper damage. He can emit poison, fire, and sleep out of his body and chest area if you stand beneath him. So that's very important to know for melee. But when you keep cracking his body, it will basically malfunction later on in the fight. He don't bring fire because he's heavily fire won't work. Weapon type itself doesn't matter, but I'm gonna use ranged in this fight because that way you can see most of his moveset. Talking about moveset, he has a roly-poly. He has a tail slam sweep that's kind of slow. It can catch you because it looks weird. He has a charge where he just runs at you. He can fly up in the air, but because his body is too heavy, he'll come crashing down. He has a lot of laser attacks. He has one where he goes from left to right. I think he can also go from right to left. There's one where it's just frontal and it stays for a long time and it has a lingering hitbox, so get out. Don't dodge forward. Unless you have bow, then technically you can dodge front and then to the side. I haven't tested if you can guard it, but I'm gonna do this with a ranged weapon. He creates a wound. Like, the attack that creates a wound, it happens very, very often. As you can see, it says, right? His head is a weak point, his belly is a weak point, his back is a weak point, his tail is a weak point. Basically, when he does the roly-poly, his back becomes a weak point. When he does the laser attacks, spits the fireballs. Oh, I forgot to mention, apologies. He can spit fireballs, and he does it 3 times. He walks forward, spits, he walks forward, spits, he walks forward, spits. Then his head will become the weak point. When he does the belly expulsion thing, his belly is the weak point. And when he does some tail attacks, his tail is the weak point. You can break everything multiple times. Okay, that was a lot of words. All statuses work. He's weak to water, ice, and dragon. Flash works, Sonic doesn't. Both traps work. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's get into a hunt. As I said, I'm gonna use a ranged weapon this time around, so you can see most of his moveset more clearly. I have a tempered investigation ready to go. And yeah, I haven't played bow in a while, so excuse me if I play absolutely horrendous, but that's not what these videos are about. It's not about me speedrunning, it's about me showing off the fights and hopefully teaching you something and making you able to clear these fights more easy or easier. Okay, the sacred in this area is kind of wonky, so I'm gonna TP down here. And since I don't have adaptability in this set, I'm gonna grab a chill mantle bug. I'm gonna eat a ration. Also, there was something I wanted to say. I missed. What did I want to say? It was kinda important. Oh, yeah. Poison resistance is good, sleep resistance is good. If you wanna use consumables, fire resistance is good. If you wanna use consumables, null berries for the... There you go, that's the weak point, but I took way too long, so it still works. You can either put it in your build, but if you wanna use consumables, bring null berries and bring energy drinks for the sleep. Or if you trust your cat can wake you up by hitting you, and if you play in multiplayer, your teammates can hit you out of the sleep. Alright, with all of that being said, Let's have a look at this fight. That's the run, that's the charge. That's the front laser. Don't get baited by the one that front laser, he pulls it back underneath him and then, that's the body charge, and then he shoots it out the front again, alright? That's 1 fireball, that's 2 fireball, that's 3 fireball. Alright. See that? That's the one where he only shoots it... I was too slow. Where he only shoots it down. But there is one that he likes to do, where he will bait you. And basically it's front, down, back, front. Roly-poly. What do we get? 3 wounds. I got it. Yeah, the camera is very wonky if you're underneath him because he's such a big chonker. But he's a cute chonker. However, he hits hard. Side. Run. Do we get a Dragon Piercer in? We don't. Yeah, you see that damage? Don't underestimate him. That's number 3. Let me heal up. That's the tail slam. With a sweep that I was talking about. It's a bit weird. It's like a combination of a... See? Back and back to the front. Do not get baited. If you're playing a multiplayer, be careful. Because he can swing it to the side. So if you're playing solo... Oh, that's the one to the side. If you're playing solo, it's mostly front, back, down, back, front. But in multiplayer, what he can do is front, back, down, and then to the side. That's the large laser. Wound. Pop it. Yeah. And as you can see, you don't really do a lot of damage in the beginning of the fight. But once you crack his armor... Let me get that wound. Too slow. Once you crack his armor, you're gonna deal a beautiful amount of... Oof. Once you crack his armor, you're gonna deal a beautiful amount of damage. But for now, just keep breaking him up piece by piece. That's the belly expulsion. This time he went for the fire. He can also put you to sleep and poison you. Let's get some free damage in. Dragon Piercer. Nice and chonky. Get the coating, put it away. Just for the sake of this video, let me heal up to full again. Okay, I think that was all of his moves. I might... Oh no, you haven't seen the one where he flies up and crashes down. You're not gonna see that a whole lot if you're playing ranged. So, I apologize. But, yeah, you just get... you just get away from underneath him. Like, don't stand underneath him. That was a terrible... what's it called? Aerostorm, Hailstorm, Aerostorm. 1, 2, 3. Side laser. Big front laser. Pop the wound. Beautiful. Let's get this in. Reapply the coating. Pop the tempered wound. Go back in. Another arc shot. That's what it was called. 1,000 dragons, because why not? Boom. That's the one down. Big one. That's the charge. Dodge that. Easy. That's the side one. I completely missed, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. Heal up. Right? Just take your time. There's no rush. 1, 2, free. And his belly is wide open. That's the charge. I didn't dodge. I might die. Careful. This one comes back up. Yep. If he doesn't start from the bottom, like if he doesn't raise up his head and then look down, it's gonna come back. Alright? 1, 2, 3. And that's the fight. The only thing you haven't seen is the flying one where he comes back crashing down. Oh, the buddy check where he comes back crashing down. But since I'm playing ranged, he's not really going for it. That's the front laser. Get the free wound. All right. Arc shot, and he should be dead soon. Or capturable, I should say. Dodge this, get a free Dragon Piercer in. Ah, I didn't dodge. I might die. Don't get baited, it comes back up. Okay. There you go. He flies back up, he immediately comes crashing down. Alright? That's the charge. Can I get that toad? Oh, I messed up. Oh! Alright. Yeah, he's almost dead, so let's prepare a nice little trap for him to... Okay, roly-poly. Let's prepare a nice little trap for him to take a nap in. Put down the trap, please. Okay. And drag him up. And that's Gravios. Okay, so his moveset, as you saw, it's very simple. The issue is... or basically... 1 second. Apologies. The thing you need to look out for is be ready to flashbang if you don't think you can guard or dodge, and be ready to heal, because when he hits, as you saw, he takes a lot of your HP with it. So, I hope this video was helpful. I am almost done. There's only 3 more to go. That's the White Monkey, Blangonga, Gormagala, and Arkwelt. Thank you for watching, I hope this was helpful. I'll talk to you in the next turn. Don't get bullied, take care, and bye bye.